Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to share with you how the month of February has turned out. Please excuse me, my voice is still a little scratchy. I'm getting over a little cold. So I'll do my best to make it through and hopefully I'm not too squeaky or scratchy. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go over the good. And there was a lot of good this month. Some of the things I noticed when I was doing my budget review, we have a lot of green this month. I'm pretty impressed with that. So as every month I write what I expect to spend on our expenses, what we actually spent on our bills, and then if I had over budgeted or under budgeted, I write it here on the side. Green means I stayed under budget, red means I went over budget. So just at a glance, this month looks pretty good. It was a little bit of a different type of month, but I feel like every month goes that way. You always have what you expect and then things never seem to go exactly what you think they're going to go. So let's just talk about some of the good. Some of the good was, as far as income, my husband was able to work a little bit of extra overtime. So our income was a little higher. That's always a good. I was able to pre-plan all of our regular household expenses, staying within budget. And the reason I did this so close this month is I tried to look ahead, like I pre-looked at our electricity bill and I looked back at our water bills, and I tried to do a little bit of, if I know that my life insurance total comes to $107.71, I budget $108. I kind of just round up to that nearest dollar. That way everything is covered and everything is safe. And there's some fluctuating ones, so I try to round up. If I'm not quite sure what it's going to be, I round up, and that really worked out well. And I don't do huge amounts rounding up, like this one was just $1, $4, $7, 29 cents, 51 cents, $8. So as you can see, I'm not hugely overestimating our expenses, but it makes me feel comfortable when I can see that I budgeted enough plus a little. So just a tip, if you're like me and you really don't like to see a lot of red at the end of the month. As far as our groceries and eating out, so groceries we stayed under budget, but I think the only reason we were able to do that is because we went over on our eating out. There were a couple occasions we went out to eat rather than cooking at home, so we did go over budget in that area. But if you notice, we saved $66 in grocery expenses, but we spent an extra $101 in eating out. So it was almost a cancellation, groceries to eating out. So I'm perfectly okay with that. Somehow, I'm not sure, but I was really efficient with my gas mileage this month. I think I just didn't do any extra running around. So I stayed under budget on what I estimated for gas. We didn't need any childcare. We didn't have any school fundraisers. We only had one medical copay, and I budgeted for 2 copays, so that came out good. Now, our miscellaneous, we did go over, but in no way am I worried or upset. We decided to take a last-minute weekend vacation, I guess you could call it. We just went and took the kids and stayed at a hotel that had an indoor swimming pool. It was a nice relief from the cold and rainy weather that we've had here in Texas, and we just wanted to kind of get away. Not go too far, but just get away from the everyday. And I'm really glad we did. We just stayed 2 days and 1 night in a hotel. The kids got to swim, we got to relax. It was super relaxing and very nice, and I'm glad we did it. So no regrets on going over budget in our miscellaneous expense. As far as clothing, birthday gifts, and personal cash, these are all cash amounts that I already took out. We did go over just a hair bit on birthday because I did make a debit card purchase, but overall I think we did really well. Another really great thing that happened is I was able to pay another $500 to our credit card this month. So that's really good that we could pay down on the debt snowball. So overall, I'm calling this a really great month as far as the budget goes. Some of the goals we had this month were to work on prepping our taxes, doing budget-friendly Valentine's, and I've been doing a little declutter challenge after reading the book The Simplified Life. I did really good on Valentine's. I've done very well with Simplified Life Declutter. I'm almost done. I only have 2 rooms left in my house, and it feels amazing to get rid of all the clutter that I've been holding on to for all these years. I really do recommend this book, A Simplified Life. If you have the chance, I think it's a good read. Now, I don't know what it is, but why can't I ever get my tax prep done? I always put this one off. I put it off in January, I put it off in February. It's gotta be a priority in March. It's just one of those things. I don't know if you guys are like that too. It's just like that dreaded task you have to do and you don't want to. It's not that bad. We'll make it a goal again for March. As far as our credit card goal, we've now paid off 2.5 bubbles out of our 10. So we're doing really good with paying off the credit card. I'm really happy with these small little chip away. We're gonna get it there before long. As far as meal planning goes, I feel like it went really well this month. We stuck to the plan pretty good. I'm really enjoying these little half sheets that I hang on my fridge. They work out pretty well for us, and they kind of keep me with my grocery budget as well, doing pretty good, not overspending. So those work out well. As far as our debts go, the only thing I recently did was set up on my computer how I can make payments to our credit card directly transferred from our checking to the card, and it makes that extra payment, that snowball payment, so much easier. So I wrote all the steps, passwords, and login, and anything I need to do that, and just stuck it here on my little folder that I keep for our credit cards. So that'll be easy access and easy to pay extra on our credit card. Still no sinking funds, but that's okay. I really want to have a goal and not just be putting money out there for no reason. So no sinking funds yet. And I'm not going to highlight anything on our debt-free chart just yet because our increments are in 1,000 increments. So we paid an additional 500. If we're able to do it again next month, we'll fill in the line then because we'll reach an additional 1,000. Last thing I want to go over are the cash envelopes. So restaurants, we should have just a couple dollars left, $2 left in cash, even though I did make a couple of those restaurant purchases on my debit card, which is why we went over budget. As far as cash, there's $2 left and they'll stay in there. Clothing, I have not bought anything clothing this month, and I still have the $10 left from last month, but coming up this March, I'm going to have to spend some on clothing because the kids are growing again and we're going to need new clothes. So I'm saving up, and probably in March we'll use up that envelope. Gifts, we used everything. There's nothing left. And his and hers, I don't believe there's anything left either. Nope, nothing left in our cash envelope there. So that's everything, and that is how our month has turned out for February. I hope you guys had a good month as well, and good luck on planning for March. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.